Alright. We're back again with another episode of Trove Gaming. We're back with day 2 of Horizon Forbidden West. Did about an hour and a half of gameplay yesterday. Wasn't feeling too great. Was all congested in the nasal region, so was doing a lot of sniffling whilst playing. But today, feeling a little bit better. Still slight headache. Thoughts on the game. If I'm being honest, not completely impressed. I just felt we were walking from the first game straight to the second game. No real change in the gameplay dynamic, you know, and sort of the style of play as well.
Looks the same as before.
Go into Ancient Ruin, play some recording of some meeting from 10,000 years ago, listen to it, and then, you know,
statue of me?
bish bosh bash.
That's new.
Well, that's nice that they've dedicated a statue to me. There's this strange alien pod thing that's landed here.
Could pull this thing out of the...
Was that our staff or was that somebody else's staff? Is that new staff? New weapon? Okay, it's coming with some sort of tech. Transmission complete. Well, that's not good. Yeah, and then sort of you can see already with the hair, you know, the number one thing that was bothering me with the PlayStation 4 version, the previous game. Still seems to be an issue where we sort of...
transmitted from the top of the spire. I guess I have to find a way up there.
What? Where? I don't actually know where we have to go. Do we have to go up there? Yeah, okay. I was thinking like the top of the orb. Why are we standing on the top of the orb?
This machine was the last line of defense for Hades. It dragged the orb up here and then near. Might be able to climb up the scaffolding at the base of the spire.
Some of the movement animations as well seem a little bit like there, you know, just... It's sort of small, silly things where you're just like...
Maybe I can jump to that ledge behind me.
Yeah, just some of these small animations which I feel like they could have improved by perhaps adding a little bit more weight on the movement. Where are we going from here?
Should be able to jump back and reach those ropes behind me.
I don't know why the launch button from there is circle as opposed to X. Naturally, when you're in that position, you'd want to press X to jump, but for some reason they've made it circle. And then we got our sort of Spider-Man gadget here.
There we go.
Which we can just launch with absolute accuracy. No problems whatsoever.
Cross over to the spire.
Oh, what am I supposed to... What am I pulling at now?
Should be able to get up there now.
What? How do I get there?
Oh, I thought Silence was helping me when he gave me slants.
Well, I mean, Silence is always up to something, isn't he? He's, you know, he's not somebody we should be trusting.
Did he save Hades? Why would he do that? Well, if I can figure out where he sent it, I can track him down. Hopefully the transmission node at the top will tell me. Looks like this panel's ajar. Can I go up through the...
And one thing that I've loved in the first game and still love in this game is sort of the materials, like, you know, the metallic surfaces that you come across. Really done. A lot of intricate details here. And the lighting. it's not just generic lighting coming through. They've sort of had this fragmented lighting coming in through in pieces.
The whole thing is opening up.
Sort of see the volumetrics or acoustics as you're rising through there. What is this? Some sort of UFO alien satellite hub radio station monstrosity.
There's the note.
Again, getting a little bit of haptic feedback with the movement of the machines there. Not great. It's noticeable, but I wish it was more. It's more intense. Really pulling you into the immersion, sort of immersing you in the game more. Such an underutilized tool. Haptic feedback.
Well, Aloy, I see you finally figured it out.
Look who it
To be
is.
honest, I'm surprised it took you so long to discover my ruse.
You rigged the lands to steal Hades. How could you be so reckless?
Reckless. You're the one who tried to purge Hades before its precious knowledge could be extracted. The mysterious signal that woke it, for example. But why obtain one of those Gaia backups you've been having such a hard time finding?
If you knew, why didn't you just tell me?
I've been having problems of my own these past 6 months, Aloy. The difference is, I've made progress. So once your anger at my entirely necessary deception has faded, now why don't you come out here and find me in the Forbidden West and learn all that I've discovered?
Oh, I'll come find you, all right.
Yes. Well, and the coordinates make it simple enough. Even for you.
Sort of as the rain is falling, it's not really synchronizing with the splash patterns on your suit. This is something that they've done which is very lazy. It's almost like a 2D alpha that they've just put over your armor, because some of the droplets are quite realistic on your face, you can see. Not on the hair, you can't really see the hair is getting any wetter. There's not that much rain, but so the little pitter-patter splashes that they're putting on your armor. Like, rain doesn't fall like that. It doesn't fall vertically straight and it has the same splash pattern as it falls down. Again, just sort of these small things where they cut corners. I don't understand why. Almost to the point where you might as well not have put it in the game. Because it is noticeable. And it does, again, just, it takes away. However small it might be, it does take away from the experience.
Almost like the day of the battle. I can only be grateful that it's a stormy day. Few will have seen the tower change from Meridian. What did you discover?
Hades. The danger didn't end here.
There's more
Went into the
danger.
Forbidden West. And I have to follow.
I see. That can be difficult. The West is called Forbidden for a reason. A tribe of ferocious warriors controls much of it, the Tanakh, and they allow no trespassers past its border. That said, under the Sun King of Ard, a fragile peace has been negotiated, and indeed, the next embassy will take place in a day or two on the edge of the frontier. Were you to attend the gathering under his auspices, the Tanakh might grant right of passage, instead of hunting you and attacking on sight.
Great, just what I need. More killers.
And playing politics with these killers at that.
The Sun King.
Aloy, it's good to see you. You left in such haste. We never had a chance to properly thank you.
Can we show the champion the spear now? Please? Itamin, quiet.
It's true. We bear gifts. Decorum usually calls for a ceremony of offering at the palace. But I thought you would prefer a less formal occasion.
You read my
Bring them,
mind.
please.
Thank you very
This
much.
is all very kind, but who's it? Vanasha.
Quick. Better hand them over before she runs off again.
Really? Must you?
Thank you. Hopefully I can use that in battle. It will be of some use when killing demon mechanical cobras.
Try it on.
What is that? It looks like something that fell off Optimus Prime.
It's beautiful.
On behalf of all the citizens of the Sundom, may these tokens remind you of our eternal gratitude.
Like, the way your hair moves, it's just silly. Like, it's still slithering around like it's got a mind of its own.
Perhaps you'd like to spend more time with your friends. Come speak to me when you're ready to depart.
So, we have an option to do some socializing with our old pals. The point of the lance. Modify your spear. Talk to your friends.
Should be a workbench around here I can use.
Where's the workbench? Right, let's have a quick catch up then.
Dowager Queen Nasadi.
Blessed champion. Itaman, what do you say?
My humblest thanks to you, great champion, for delivering my mother and me from Sunfall, and for defending our holy city against the forces of Shadow. Did I say right?
You said it fine, Itaman. And you're welcome.
Champion, will you teach me how to shoot like a real machine hunter?
Itaman.
I have to go on an important mission, Prince.
To save the world?
Something like that. But when I come back, I could give you a few tips. It would be an honor.
We owe you our lives.
I feel like I'm going to be mentioning this about 20,000 times whilst playing it. Who was in charge of the hair in this game?
Thunderjaws, champion.
Needs to be, like, fired. On the spot. My god. Modify your spear somewhere up there. Yeah, so you're jumping, it feels a little bit light. I felt maybe in the first game there was a bit more heft and weight to the way you jump, so it didn't just feel like, you know, you're just smashing X all the time. Spear upgrade. Spear upgrade has been crafted. There we go.
Okay. Master override installed. Plus, something new. To store up and release energy.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Resonator. Should help in a fight.
Talk to your friends. That's optional. I don't really want to talk to anyone. I just want to carry on with my mission, but alright, we'll have a quick catch up. The king will... Oh, do we have to talk to him? He's going to be spouting nonsense. I feel like sometimes the skin they get right and they've done really well.
The sculptor wanted something even bigger. Twice the size.
The eyes are probably the best part of the models here.
I was quite certain you wouldn't appreciate that.
You were right. I'm sorry, Avad. It's good to see you, but I can't stay long.
I see. I'd hoped you'd remain in the city for a time. Perhaps at the palace.
Meridian's still in danger. But it's bigger than that. To put things right, I have to go west. To Nox territory.
To the Forbidden West, I must go.
Well, perhaps Murad already told you, but after years of hostility, we've negotiated a truce in hopes of a lasting peace.
Isn't that convenient? Yeah. I honestly don't want to go through every single talking option with this game.
There's something I must ask you. Since you left, I've thought of little else.
This isn't really the time.
But it has to be. The way you left before, there's no way to know when I'll see you again. I'm not trying to stop you, or hold you back, but I need to know. When your mission is over, will you return to Meridian and stay?
No, because I belong in the wilderness.
Spend time to get to know each other properly, perhaps.
Flashpoints offer moments of emotional choice. How Aloy expresses her personality is up to you. Choose confront the challenge. Clever. So same sort of mechanics as the first game.
I do hope to see Meridian again, Avad. And you. But this mission, it's my life. It's all
I mean,
can think
the
about.
hair looks like strands of paper
I
now.
have to stay focused.
It doesn't even look like hair.
What happens after? I can't imagine that. I wouldn't know where to begin.
Somebody shredded newspaper and attached it to your head.
End up being Meridian. Know that you will always receive a boundless welcome here.
Well, that's nice to
Tend
know.
your mission, Aloy. I will hope for your success and look forward to your return.
Okay, where are we going? Let's get going. That's enough talking.
Aloy,
I don't think there's
are you
anyone left to
finished
talk
with your
to.
friends, or do you need more time?
I would like to go.
I better get going.
Move
And
forward,
if I'm headed
please.
west, it sounds like I'll need rite of passage from the Tenakth, as you said. Where exactly is this embassy going to be held?
Past the Daunt, the canyon that marks the western border of the Sundom. You'll find the fortress of Barren Light at its farthest edge. The embassy will take place just beyond its gates. It's a long march, a fortnight on foot.
A
A couple of days
fortnight?
hard riding should get us there.
Actually, it might be better to rest here tonight. Head out in the morning.
Of course. I'll arrange it.
Is that wise? I mean, it's still, looks like we still have hours left in the day. Or are you going to sneak out whilst everyone's asleep? Surely I could have just done that earlier. And then let me guess, he wakes up and then catches you as you're heading out.
Am I the one to hold this crown of ash and soul? Their kindness calls to me. I have to block it out. My voice has grown so somber. These words don't seem like mine, but the iron won't subside. No matter what I try. Am I raindrops in the flood? In this emptiness, in the storm. If I falter, if I fall, the wave inside my soul carries all I know. Who can take my hand in the flood?
We're sort of getting glimpses of the former world before we leave for good.
Voice calls me forth.
And even in this sort of cinematic, there's areas of the game which aren't loading in time with the render. It's sort of rendering last minute as it's as the camera moves, which I think is a bit strange. Like that. What is going on? Why is it doing that?
To find the path we lost. Am I raindrops in the flood?
I think through my mind, all I'm thinking is how is the environment being elevated? What are we seeing that's now that we're playing on a new console.
If I'm torn, a wave inside my soul carries all I know. Who can take my hand in the flood?
Here we go. Horizon Forbidden West. So the journey begins. So I'm guessing this is going to be some sort of ambush.
Sparks to steel. Never seen anyone use one of those to get around.
Is that how I get to Barren Light?
Yes, I mean usually, but not today. Not yet.
And why is that?
Well, the Daunt. The whole valley. It's infested with machines.
Well, what's going on down there?
I can handle machines.
Oh, I'm sure you can, but I'm under strict orders not to operate until the whistle down at Chain Scrape sounds the all clear.
Look, I didn't come all this way just to stand around and wait. I'll crank that car down myself if I have to.
Well, but then who would crank it back up? Fine, fine.
If you must, get in.
Though,
I like the
should anyone
detail.
ask,
I like the detail on this
best to
character.
say you forced me.
I see smoke, but not a lot of activity.
Smoke's probably coming.
Got some skill points to spend. Alright, increase ranged combat effectiveness and improve weapon stamina and concentration. Unlock melee combos, increase melee damage. I think the first thing is we need, like... Okay, the timing on getting those skills doesn't need to be that long. I don't know why. This is a Valor Surge. Learn all 3 connected skills to automatically unlock it. Equip a Valor Surge to use it. So these are like special abilities or something. How many points do I have? None. Next will sort of be Warrior. Inventory. Armor. Resources. Special gear. Pullcaster. That's the one we... And my notebook, which has all the machines. So this is it. So it's not like there's that many. Actually, no, that's quite a lot, isn't it? But I'm guessing it'll be a combination of old machines and new machines, or is it all new machines? And you sort of got character bios. Again, not that many character bios either.
From something the machines wrecked. As for the quiet, well, there's a work stoppage in effect because of all the fuss.
So a lot of cranking this man is. You gotta crank this mechanic, manually all the way down.
Bristlebacks, they're called. The strangeness is, they're not native to the Daunt. Just showed up, all of a sudden.
No hunters to kill them?
Well, we've got hunters, just none that want to cross over. Boss of Chain Scrape. He is self-appointed. Work stoppage was his idea.
Yeah, well, I'm just passing through. Got an embassy to attend.
Passing through, yeah,
You should have said
an utter
that ain't gonna
inconvenience to
happen
you.
no time soon.
What are you talking about?
Hear that? That's your answer.
is that?
Karja's sun priest. Cranked him down yesterday, about an hour before the machine trouble started. He's a very important man, or so he says. That embassy at Barren Light, he's the one supposed to run it.
Great.
Little faster, buddy.
If you don't do as I say immediately, the Sun King himself shall hear of your insolence. Thanks to you, I was forced to spend the night shivering in the tent. Exposed to attack, I might have died. Oh,
who are you?
Me you refuse to transport, but not this... what? This Nora girl? This savage? Besides, scallywag.
Wadis.
Scallywag?
Studious Wadis.
Aloy, you know, savior of Meridian.
Really?
This girl?
That lessens the insult, I suppose.
I came here for the embassy at Barren Light. Way I hear it, so did you.
Well, not with the valley infested. And so did our...
Who are these medieval Englishmen?
Claim the Sun Priests, most precious and worthy of safekeeping. See Scripture. I shall head to Barren Light when the captain of the Vanguard tells me the way is clear, and not a moment sooner.
Fine. Captain's a friend of mine, you know? Where is Erend? Wouldn't mind speaking to someone a little more action, a little less...
Ah.
Skull.
Good old Erend.
Wadis.
Studious Wadis.
Studious Wadis sent Aaron and another vanguard out at daybreak to clear the way.
And so at daybreak...
Hey! Down the valley, then?
Yeah, said they checked the ruins on the left bank.
Stop talking, please.
Okay. I hear there's a work stoppage. Any way to upgrade my gear?
I'll bet the smith and chain scrape would let you use his workbench. As for the bristlebacks, you might want to craft some acid arrows. Hitting their canisters with those will take them down quick.
Thanks. I'll find Erend and I'll...
A lot of detail in his armor.
Hey!
And the materials are done really well.
Where do you think you're going?
What? To the top of the ridge. To wait in safety.
Sorry. Operator's under strict orders. No passengers till the whistle blows, right?
That's right. Best start cranking.
Why? Why?
Jorf, would you kindly escort Studious to Chain Scrape and wait for me there?
You got it.
I will find Erend, and I will help clear a path. But after that, no more excuses. Barren Light. Embassy.
If such be the will of the sun.
It will be. Trust me.
I like that because the characters have a bit more personality, you know. They're a bit more annoying, but in essence it makes them more memorable. They don't just sort of fade into the back. Alright, where are we going? I'm going to the workbench first. Go to Chain Scrape.
These machines must have torn through this camp. This valley definitely wasn't safe.
Again, with the silent strike, your staff goes into the body, but it doesn't go anywhere near the actual machine. Again, just a sort of silly thing that they could have fixed. I don't know why they didn't. Take all these resources. Is there anything here? What is this? Is that something I can read? Onwards we go. Yeah, again, sort of the way you jump, I feel it's a little bit just it doesn't feel very realistic. And again, it's the way it's these little things that you can't quite put your finger on, but when you see as the game moves, you kind of go.
Drew said I could get my
It takes away from the realism of the game.
I'll be able to tinker with my other gear too.
The grass looks nice. The way they've done grasses, bushes, that's certainly an upgrade. You've got the sort of dust and leaves in the air again, which is a nice touch.
Outlander approaching. Is that the savior? Wanna come in, savior? Welcome to Chainscrape, savior.
Open up, guys. Jorv's orders.
Good enough for me.
I mean, surely the fact that I'm the savior should be a good enough reason.
By the forge.
Petra?
Aloy, what are you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you too.
And not a moment too soon. Come on. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him.
Yeah.
But he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra.
I have work to do, woman.
I'm headed west.
Oh.
Again, sort of very interesting character design. A lot of thought and detail gone into people's outfits and armor design and everything.
Ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flame Hair, good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra.
I don't want to, but I have to.
If you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
I wonder if that has an impact on the story. So, like, you know, she then gives you a helping hand later on.
Well, this Olvan guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
Okay, bow, beer.
Why don't you bring that phony ass of yours over here?
Did the outfit visually change as well? I don't think there was any visual change. Maybe there was. What am I using? Okay, no, I am using something, yeah. Weapon upgrades too. Let's sort of get as much, don't have enough of that. Just need a few more shards. Yeah, it's best to get, you know, the upgrades done out the way early on. Okay, we've got some acid arrows now to do some additional damage. Got a new quest there.
This should be useful. Now I just need to find Erend and help him clear the bristlebacks.
I think I've had too much.
Can I speak to him? Apparently not.
How goes it, Hammerhead?
Open my stash. Okay. So these are just sort of planted around in campsites where you can just, when you've got an excess amount of stuff lying around, you can just sort of... Why can't I talk to him? Talk to Milduff.
Hey, Milduff. Milduff. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Olvin didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me.
The characters and the voice acting in the NPCs seem a lot more
Since I'm in the
lifelike.
midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special brew griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Olvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile, if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Milduff. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say
Yeah, stand up for yourself. Grow a spine, man. Alright, that's our first side quest of the day. So I'm hoping there's quite a varied amount of side quests that you can do. Right, where are you? What is happening there?
Same side here, Olvund. What do you want, Olvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree.
The NPCs definitely look and feel like real people. They've put a lot more effort into the movement, the texture, and the voices.
Savior.
Hair is still a bit
Might
sketchy.
we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
Who the hell are you?
I've
Why are
heard
you
many
in charge?
tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Olvent Freeholder, at your service.
Olvent Freeloader. Sounds about
What
right.
could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems...
What is your
around here,
agenda,
then
strange man?
Saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place.
I feel like you had something to do with this.
Let's get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Osseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree.
Bloody hell, this is like the Phantom Menace from Star Wars. Lots of politics going on, isn't
do all
there?
the back-breaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity.
We want equality.
For the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
What will that be? Alright, I can't be bothered. Cannot be bothered to talk with you.
But with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle.
He does look like quite the whistleblower.
Wanted. I bet.
What quest are we on though? Main. Find errand. How is that a side quest though? Side quest, and then there's errands as well. Okay, let's do the bristlebacks. Talk to the magistrate. Let's do the bristlebacks, and then we'll go find errand. Because we don't want to do main mission, main mission, main mission.
Savior! Over here! Savior.
Why do I need to
Thank
talk
you
to
for
10
taking
different
the
people
time.
to do one mission? Come on.
Condolences that you had to endure Ulvant's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Karja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd.
Is
But
it?
the louder and longer he
Is
says
it really?
the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of
Somebody
them came
knows.
from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is barren light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvant up.
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvant will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
Why does the burden always fall on me? Right, where are we going? Okay, search west of the quarry for bristlebacks. So we've got the acid, good old acid bows. That's maximum of 10. Got some frost bombs. Right.
It's after me! That bristleback's gonna run him down.
Thank the forge you were here.
Get inside until it's safe.
Don't have to tell me twice.
No thank you. Well, no real thank you. Gotta go up here now. Am I stuck in a bush? Where am I going? So they are pretty much everywhere. There is some movement in the plants and trees as you go through them, which is nice. So it adds to the realism.
Javod said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry. I should see if there's anything in the back of the
And again, sort of the way you're moving through the terrain sometimes feels a little bit too animated. It doesn't feel realistic. Sort of even the way you're sliding sometimes is like, really? Are you actually gonna slide like that in real life? You're not wearing ice skates. You're not on rollerblades.
dead bristleback by the falls. Go check it out.
water does look amazing. That's one thing that sort of a lot of people have been saying online on Twitter and, you know, wherever you can post images of the game. The water does look really good.
Maybe it charged off the cliff up there. I better keep following the trail up.
And sort of even here, looking again at this, why is this piece just floating in the air? And sort of these green embers that are just... Excuse me. Sorry. Just emanating from the ground. Again, just poor design. Especially when you've put in so much effort into making the environment and landscape look so realistic and... How did that... Yeah. Why did that take 2 shots? Gather wild meat. Go to the Scrounger site. So still a bit we have to do there. I think... I'm not sure how I want to play the game. There's something unknown here as well. I'm not sure how I want to play the game, but I definitely want to get the maximum number of hours I can from this game. Considering how expensive PlayStation 5 games are becoming. Look at this, like, I'm just jumping through bushes and trees now. Like, this is just silly. I might actually take a detour. And go here. Well, actually, I probably have to go there anyways. It's not like I've discovered a secret location. That's probably where I actually have to go.
This cave leads out of the Daunt. Okay.
Split Crag.
Let's see where this leads.
Is that something I can eat? Yep. Medicinal mushrooms. I can't remember if there was any sort of mines in the first game. I don't think there were, sort of like a traditional mine. And again, just like moments like this, sort of the contrast between the area of light and dark. It's a very soft light coming through again with volumetric, so you know, some areas of this game you're looking at it and go, it's absolutely stunning. It looks absolutely brilliant, beautiful, design very well thought out. And it's just a shame that other areas of the game is kind of just like... Not sure what's going on here. What is this?
Bristlebacks. So they did come through here. They must have gotten trapped. I'm gonna have to take them out before I can look around. I've dealt with machines on cauldrons before. I wonder if they're really out here.
Okay, so that thing can like fly apparently. I don't know how long these blaze containers take. Nope, they don't just explode like that. Seem to be missing every shot as well. They're like kamikazing in the air. They're just like absolutely jump. Where am I? What's happening? Am I standing? Am I sitting? Am I dying? Bloody hell. This thing wants to absolutely kill me. Right, just going head on was not the best course of action. What I will say is each arrow impact on the enemy or animals, it does. You sort of feel the weight of that. So as you're firing arrows in, and as it makes. Bloody hell. How they're flying though is beyond me. Of course, I'm out of ammo as this thing is going to start flying into me. Bloody hell. Alright. Just about managed to get through that. So each enemy is it's taking its time, especially like in these first few stages of the game, which I mentioned in the last video is a good thing. Because it forces you to play the game smart. You can't just go in guns blazing. Which was the same in the first game as well, from what I can remember. Right, up we go. Was there anything else here?
There's a lot of smoke. Looks like the line runs pretty far back.
I can get back up.
There's enough blaze here to blast a mountain open. And there's a note on one of the barrels.
No smoking.
Looks like this mine was supposed to be shut down. Someone must have gotten greedy. Kept blasting deeper into the mountain. I should let Javad know what I found.
Is that it? I feel like there's something more down here. We should do some exploring. Is there anything else, No. What was the point? Oh, there's something here. Was that it? That's all I came in here for. So now that we know the real culprit behind what's been happening. And how are you supposed to make them explode then? Okay. What does shooting this do? Okay, that creates some sort of confusion amongst the animals. How are we supposed to make these explode? I don't want to hit it. We need some. We need flame arrows, fire arrows.
He's secretly blasting in the mine, trying to squeeze it for all it's worth. Until bristleback stampeded through. Maybe the explosions blew the way open, but from where?
Why was he blasting in the mine? What was he looking for? Some sort of valuable mineral or ore? Why is he lying? Why has he stopped the works? What is the real conspiracy here? Is any of this important? Do we really care? That should be the real question. Does anybody really care? Or am I just wasting my time here? What is this glowing, green shine silver?
Gemstone. It's green like blaze, but it's hard and shiny. I wonder if merchants would be interested.
Okay, so something. You have found a piece of greenshine, a rare and valuable resource hidden all over the world. Greenshine can be used for upgrading certain weapons and outfits or trading with specific merchants. So, you're going to be able to upgrade specific things with some greenshine. I can dismantle this trap, I think, if I'm careful.
Dead machines. And a trap. Looks like someone's been trying to keep this trail clear.
There's a campfire up here as well. So, because I was playing the first game for the second time, I didn't really do much.
We must be patient.
What's going on here? What's going on here? So I'm guessing this quest or whatever's happening here cannot be...
Please, leave us alone. We have nothing for you.
Okay.
Well, where these people are, I guess they want to be left alone.
Again, like, yeah, lovely details what we're seeing just on the side of the cliff. Like, you know, you have all these plants growing along the side, and it's different plants. It's not the same plant. There's a variety. In such a small space of the game, you see, you know, how many different types of leaves, trees, branches, plants growing in one area, which, you know, is realistic. That's what, you know, that's what a landscape like this looks like. And then, of course, you have other parts of the game. You're like, what on earth is going on here? So, yeah, it's a bit hit and miss.
Be welcome out then.
But for the most part, you know, the game we know and love, which is it's not a bad thing. But I'm still waiting for that sort of variety in gameplay. I want to see something new. I want to see something fresh. I don't want to see the same game, just with a different title. I do hope they're going to bring some new sort of dynamics moving forward. Fingers crossed.
No one wants to play strike. No? Anyone?
What is machine strike?
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit
Actually, I was in the middle of a
Get a
quest.
pint in her
I didn't mean to sit
down. Wasn't
down.
expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark.
I feel like you have a lot of social anxiety, and I guess, you know, you did grow up as an outcast, an outsider, so that's probably why you didn't have
Fire and spit.
a lot of people around you.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
I bet the beer back then was like absolute poison as well.
We got bodies to bury from the bristlebacks, the work stoppage, Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. Hey! Weapons off the table!
Come on, we're not bloody animals here, mate.
Don't listen to me. Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads together can't fix eventually.
All right, what brought you here?
Back in Free Heap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back, but realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the
Again, I love the details in her armor.
Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's got to be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
All right, that's enough socializing for me. Back to the main
Thanks
quest.
for the drink, Petra. I'm glad I stopped by.
Anytime, Flamehair.
Anytime, flame hair. All right, mate. I got some important information for you.
Picked up the bristleback trail by the quarry. Looks like they stampeded out of a mine at the back of the valley.
The mine? How could a herd of bristlebacks come from there?
I'm not sure, but Ulvin's workers were using explosives to tap the tunnels inside.
For the love of Dawn, I told him it wasn't worth the risk. Those tunnels, they run for miles underground, even beyond the Daunt. No, you don't think...
That Ulvin's blasting opened up a passage from the other side?
Perhaps. Yes, perhaps. If this is true, we need confirmation. An inquiry. So thorough, so irrefutable, endorsed by the Savior.
All right, I'll keep looking. What is this concession?
What is this concession decree?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
I need to go.
All right then.
Of course.
That's enough talking for now. And then I'm guessing we can now start our
I need to head further west.
main quest. Back to our main quest
Get the
now.
embassy going.
Who is calling me? Why are you calling me? Like, this is what I mean. This is just lazy. Why is it bubbling continuously in the ground? What kind of PlayStation 1 potato graphics is this? You know, this is what doesn't make sense to me. Like, you've put in so much work on this beautiful, realistic water. You know, pollen in the air or whatever that is. Leaves on the trees, different colours and different hues and shades, and, you know, an assortment of plants.
Is that a tripwire? This whole area is rigged with tripwires.
Hey, you! Make it worth your while if you kill these scroungers.
It's always something.
Hold tight. I'll see what I can do.
Try luring them into the tripwires.
Can't override that now. Need to get data from a cauldron if we can find one.
I don't know which one's gonna bloody attack me first, though. That's the thing.
Why kill it like that? What do you think the tripwires are for?
Yeah, well, they jump over the tripwires, don't they? Oh, it's like this is my first choice.
Shocked it.
Yeah, I shocked it, but this thing wants to kill me, doesn't it? Why am I always rescuing people? Just useless. Why are the whole lot of you so useless?
Thanks proper like.
How do you survive in this world when you can't do anything?
I see you're a practiced hunter. Took you less time to kill those scroungers than vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. Down that bristleback, headed south. But then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass, as they do. Then another bristleback ran through. I'm telling you, it's crazy around here.
So the vanguard went south.
I'm sure it is, buddy.
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them. The vanguard seemed dead set on getting rid of them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the Daunt, you're gonna want a tripcaster. Not just any tripcaster. One of my make. Free of charge.
Oh,
Workmanship looks solid enough.
thank you very much.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chain Scrape.
Still doesn't explain what happened to all my
Tinker out
weapons and gadgets from the first game, though. I seem to have lost everything.
Did something happen in Chain Scrape?
Well, like someone.
Let me guess.
Ooh.
Olvend.
The plot thickens.
Back when I had a place in town, he took a real interest in my wares. Kept pressing for the Ulven discount. I said no. He didn't like that so much. I can't prove it, but that chuff bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
Well, I don't know why he's set your workshop on fire, because then he can't get any tools at all.
I should get going.
Idiot. It's like, oh, it's my way or the highway, but...
While you're blasting bristlebacks, I think I'll head down to the hunting grounds. Did you know they have a tripcaster trial? Come by later if you want to try it out.
Maybe.
A tripcaster trial?
Things under control. So Aaron headed south. Should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus.
Tripcasters allow you to place various types of tripwires R2 while aiming to set up your first anchor point. Yeah, so these were like tools I didn't use in the first game, the second time round I was playing. I kind of just stuck with my bow and arrow for, I'd say, 90% of the game. Which is not good, and is not a feasible way to play the game either. Where am I going? What am I doing? What is my current quest? Search for his tracks. I was gonna say, does this hurt me in some way?
Get this from my stash when I need it.
Come here, pig. I'm gonna need your meat for a quest at some point.
There. That should be enough wild meat for Nilda.
And also for upgrades as well. The meat is gonna come in handy. That's one thing I learned too little too late in the previous game as well. That you do need to hunt. Search for Aaron's tracks. Well, it's a big area. How am I supposed to... It's not really giving me an indicator as a rough place to look, is it? And the other thing is you can't move very quick when you've got your... Okay, there's something over there, I think. No, it's a box.
Tracks. Maybe Aaron's and the Vanguard's.
Again, that was a bit random. There was no indicator that there was tracks there to begin with, but oh well. We're going to follow it. I did like the sort of detective aspect of the game.
Anything, no?
From the first game as well. You got to use your noggin a bit, doing a detective work. How is that the logical way of climbing? What kind of idiot is this man? Yeah, you got to use your brain a bit. Look for clues to try and solve whatever mystery is afoot. That doesn't sound good. Does not sound good at all.
Sounds like someone's putting up a fight.
Yeah. Definitely sounds like trouble. Look who it is. At least there's one person who can fight. Why are you just cowering up there?
No ledgers to fill. No boring mid-afternoon patrols. Just a hammer. Just the fight. Aloy?
Erend!
Whoosh.
Stay where you are. I'll handle the rest.
Leave it to me to save the day, as always.
Those bristlebacks have acid canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain reaction if I hit them with acid arrows.
So again, you could sort of play it very smart. Take your time. Don't just sort of go in guns blazing. Each enemy, you know, you can tactically take on, which again is nice. It's an important touch to the game. Otherwise, you are going to keep dying over and over again. And then, is that a watch? Somebody left their Rolex in there. Blimey. So they really sort of buffed the weak spots in enemies now. It's like... And the game wants you to sort of more take your time when you aim. It's not just fire 10,000 arrows per second. It's kind of like really pay attention to where those arrows are going, as it was in the first game. But I feel like there's more of an impact now when you hit those clean shots in this game, as well as sort of utilizing the knowledge that people give you about animals' weak spots. You're all, mate.
Caught me at my best, as usual.
Well, you did the hard part. I just took care of the stragglers. How bad is it?
Who needs ribs? Oh. I'm good. I'm good. Huh. Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to the Daunt just to watch me get wrecked. So what's the story?
I need the embassy to happen, so I can head west.
So I can head into the Forbidden West.
What we did. It didn't end the threat. It just slowed it down. There's still more to do.
Really? Well, that's great. I mean, yeah, the threat's not over part. That's not so great. But hey, whatever you're up against, your spear, my hammer, just like old times. Oh.
Erend, I need the embassy now. I can't wait for you to heal.
Couple of days rest, if that.
Actually, even if you weren't hurt, what I have to do, it's better if I do it alone.
Alone? Now that figures.
Aaron!
Looks like I've struck a nerve.
I hate to interrupt the romance, but I'm pretty banged up here.
Don't blow your blaze, I'm coming. Oh, this just keeps getting better. Huh. Listen, I'll go to Barren Light, get patched up. If you want this embassy to happen, we're gonna need this sun priest, Studius Wadis.
Studius Wadis.
I'll clear the Valley of
Quite the
Bristlebacks,
name.
then send Wadis to Barren Light.
Wadis.
I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of like a goodbye.
I'm sorry?
You? Sorry?
Does everyone secretly love me?
Hey, just, forget it, yeah. It's nothing.
It sounds like something.
All right, fine.
You just left without saying goodbye.
Battle of the Spire. You took off. You left without so much as a handshake. I mean, people like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy. You just disappear? What kind of person does that?
Aaron, look. I'm sorry it wasn't easy for you when I left. And I know it's not easy now, but what I've been doing... Life on Earth is in danger, and only I can save it.
Your life on Earth?
Yeah. Everything dies unless I succeed.
Well, then let me help. Oh.
You can't. There's no machine to fight, no bad guy to kill. What I've got to do, I can't even explain it.
Because even I don't know.
Not even to people I care about.
Oh, so much for being useful. Okay.
Aaron! By the forge.
I mean, the least you can do is shake his hand.
Maybe I should go with you to Barren Light.
No, hey, you're needed elsewhere. Obviously. We'll make it without you.
Alright, no need to be a big baby. Get a hold of yourself, man.
That doesn't sound good.
You'll have to handle that one on your own. It'll only slow you down.
Okay, we got some modifications we can do. It's all locked. Slots are locked. Is this locked? Edit weaves. That's also locked. So, what does it want me to do then? Bloody hell. I think we want some Silent Strike passive boost. This is going to come in handy when we're infiltrating enemy lines. Right, where are we heading towards now? Go to the source of the explosion. Just running from one fire to another. When does it end? I need some rest. So again, the combat system and the weapons, all familiar from the first game. No change there. Not that there was anything that needed to be changed, if I'm being honest. Everything was, you know, peachy keen first time around. It was very well thought out. Oh god, what is going on here?
There's the quarry Thurles mentioned. And it's full of bristlecocks. One less machine.
That should be a direct hit, that should be. Okay, that thing's about to blow.
Another one down.
How many left? One more to go. Come on, acid arrows. Where do they keep coming from? They're so angry. So much rage. Oh. That should be 2 down.
One less machine.
Permitted this one doesn't already kill me. Absolute fucking bronco, isn't it? Blimey. That thing wants blood. Excuse me, sir, would you mind holding still while I shoot your canisters? Jesus.
Pain subsiding.
Oh, why? Just hit the canister, for bloody Christ's sake. Oh, the other one here. Right.
Another one down.
I think that's the last one, isn't it? Come on, I definitely hit it that time.
There.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
Stranger, come on over here. We gotta talk.
Alright, alright, let me just get the spoils. Collect my spoils from the battle. Because I'm going to need resources so I can make more arrows to help more useless people like you. Who keep getting into trouble and don't know how to get out of it. Get my health up. Alright, let's go.
I don't know what Honora's doing out here, but consider yourself old. We tried to hold off and wait for the Vanguard, but one of them bristlebacks charged us. Next thing you know was a full-fledged fracas.
Is everyone
I believe it's pronounced fracas.
Some good people. But we would have lost the whole quarry without you.
Well, at least it's quiet now.
Your ears ought to be ringing with a quarry at work. But Chainscrape's whistle ain't blowing, so we're stuck picking up the pieces.
What are you and your crew
The
working on?
quarry.
We're supposed to be working Alvin's claim, digging out stone to show our barren light. But the work stoppage and the bristlebacks cut us short. Never seen those blasted things in the dawn before. Where in Forge Fire did they come from?
I'm not sure. At least not yet.
Alright.
Do you need
The
the whistle to
whistle.
get back to work?
Me and my crew were just little cogs out here. Can't lift a hammer till Olvin blows that thing. Cause if we work without his say-so...
Hang on a minute. How can you hear the whistle from all the way here?
Olvin holds that much power?
He's got the money and connections to snuff our fires for good.
For
Almost feels like
good?
he stood a better chance with the bristlebacks.
I'm loving the character designs for these NPCs. They've put a lot of thought and effort into the design, the movement, the voice acting, the armor designs. Good job. Very good job. I think some characters look better than others, but just generally speaking, the NPCs look, yeah,
I'll go give Olvin the good news.
a lot better.
Then maybe this embassy can finally happen.
I'm not going to waste a fast travel just to go a few steps back. That would be a little bit pointless. Ooh. That movement there, sort of a little bit of uncertainty with the way it was walking. It was like, oh, what's that? What's that over there? I don't recognize that strange thing. Yeah, and I think that's something that they did exceptionally well in the first game as well. Just how lifelike yet at the same time mechanical the creatures were. It was this perfect balance between the two.
I know you see me.
Can I do some upgrades? What's this? The Pitmaster.
You wanted to speak to me?
Well, you know better than anyone it's a dangerous world out there. And not just
I love how
against
everyone's armor seems to be very unique.
Name's O'Dirk. This here's my training pit. Best place to practice close combat this side of the Forbidden West. Say, I wonder who'd win in a fight. You, the savior of Meridian, champion of the East, or the Enduring, master of the West.
And who would that be?
The Enduring, a legendary Tenakth fighter, the master of masters. I've heard the Tenakth have training pits just like this one. It's how the warriors get so fierce, see? And only the very best from the pits get to train with the Enduring.
So, to find the Enduring, I should look for these training pits if I'm ever out that way?
You'll have to go far if you do. The Tenakth are split into 3 clans. 3 clans, 3 capitals, 3 training pits. My guess is you'd have to beat all of them if you want to train with the Enduring. If the Tenakth don't kill you on sight, that is. But that's a far spark.
And I'm sure they
As for
will.
right now, I also offer challenges to test your fighting skill.
Who would I be fighting exactly? You?
Well, I know you're the savior and all, but you have to beat all the others first to challenge me. Rules are rules. We only use dual blades and practice arrows, mind. These drunken fools would run themselves through otherwise. You'll have to leave everything but your spear and practice arrows at the gate. But I'll look after your gear, not to worry. So,
And again, because of the amount of detail they put into the NPCs, it makes all these side quests like a little bit more enticing. Like you want to participate. Because the side quests feel like, you know, side challenges feel like a real main mission thing. You need to learn block breaker in the skill trees along this challenge. Okay. Okay.
what strikes your fancy? Practice or a challenge?
Well, I can't do any of the challenges because what was the point? What's going on here now? Oh, we're talking to Ulvund.
I cleared out all the bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Oh, there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kills. Make sure the valley is safe again. It shouldn't take more than a day or two.
No. You blow the whistle now.
These are innocent Osram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay...
Either you do it now, or I will.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather around. The savior of Meridian has done it again. What? The bristlebacks are defeated. You.
What?
Sound the whistle. Chain Scrape is open for business.
Yay.
And Ulvund has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Yeah.
That's more like
Well, that's a lie, isn't it? He's not going to do that. You're also seeing a lot of variety in the faces.
Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Which is a nice touch, like what you're noticing a lot of Asian faces in the game, which is great. Sort of variety in the NPCs.
Should be open to trade.
Really, really good. Alright, talk to Vaudis, or Vaudis, or however you say his name. I'm probably going to conclude today's episode there. Thanks for tuning in. Played another sort of hour and a half of the game so far. We'll be back again tomorrow with a brand new episode of Horizon Forbidden West as our journey continues. So tune in for then.